Imagine this. You are only 7 years old. Most children your age are learning to read, playing games with friends, or falling asleep beside their parents after hearing bedtime stories. But not you. Today is the last day you will ever sleep in your own home. Your mother kneels in front of you. She doesn't cry. Your father doesn't hug you goodbye. In Sparta, tears are seen as weakness. Without a single comforting word, they watch as soldiers arrive to take you away. You don't know it yet, but from this moment on, your childhood is over. This is your life as a Spartan boy. You were born in one of the most feared cities in the ancient world. Sparta wasn't famous because it had beautiful temples or wealthy merchants. It was famous because it produced warriors unlike any the world had ever seen. Everything in Spartan society revolved around one purpose: war. Before you even learned to walk, your future had already been decided. According to ancient tradition, shortly after your birth, village elders inspected your body. They searched for signs of weakness, illness, or deformity. A healthy baby was allowed to live. An unhealthy one might not be. Whether every story told by ancient writers happened exactly this way is debated by historians, but one thing is certain. Sparta demanded strength from the very beginning. As you grow, toys are rare. Your father teaches discipline instead of affection. Your mother tells you something every Spartan child hears: come back with your shield, or on it. It isn't just a saying. One day, it may become your reality. Even during festivals, children are reminded that every celebration is temporary, but duty to Sparta lasts forever. From your earliest memories, you begin to understand that your life does not truly belong to you. It belongs to your city. Now you are 7. The soldiers arrive. You join dozens of other boys your age. Some try to look brave. Others secretly fight back tears. No one comforts them. You leave your family behind and enter the Agoge, the education system that will transform children into soldiers. From now on, the state is your family. Your instructors replace your parents. Obedience becomes more important than love. Your hair is cut short. Your clothes are simple. You own almost nothing. Comfort is considered dangerous. Every hardship is a lesson. As you walk away, you glance back one last time. Your parents remain standing exactly where you left them. They neither wave nor call your name. That silent goodbye stays with you for years, becoming the final memory of your childhood. Your mornings begin before sunrise. There are no soft beds. You sleep on reeds gathered from riverbanks. You collect them yourself using your bare hands. Blankets are not provided. Winter doesn't matter. Cold teaches endurance. You eat simple meals, usually not enough. Hunger becomes a constant companion. The instructors intentionally give you too little food, not because Sparta is poor, because a hungry soldier learns to survive. Soon, your stomach aches almost every day. You begin looking at animals differently. Birds, rabbits, anything that might become food. Some nights you lie awake listening to the wind whistle through the barracks, wondering if your family is asleep at home. Those thoughts fade quickly. Homesickness is another weakness the Agoge intends to erase. Then comes an unexpected lesson. Your instructors encourage stealing. Not because stealing is good, because survival sometimes requires it. If you steal food successfully, you are praised. If you get caught, you are beaten. Not for stealing, for failing. You quickly learn that intelligence matters just as much as strength. Every mistake has consequences. Every success earns silent respect. Soon you begin studying people as carefully as you study weapons. You learn when guards become distracted, which kitchens leave doors unlocked, and how shadows can hide your movements. Survival becomes a game of observation. Training grows harder each year. You wrestle boys larger than yourself. You run across rocky hills barefoot. You throw spears until your arms burn. You practice fighting with wooden weapons. Bruises cover your body. Broken bones happen. Complaining changes nothing. Pain becomes ordinary. Soon you stop noticing it. You learn something surprising. The strongest boy isn't always the one who wins. The calmest usually does. Fear clouds judgment. Discipline sharpens it. Some boys quit trying after repeated failures. Others grow stronger because of them. You slowly discover that resilience is built one difficult day at a time, not through a single heroic moment. Education exists, but not the kind you might expect. You learn only enough reading and writing for military life. Most of your education focuses on speaking briefly and clearly. Long speeches are discouraged. In fact, the famous phrase laconic speech comes from Laconia, the region where Sparta stood. A Spartan answers with as few words as possible. Every sentence should carry weight. Silence often says more than conversation. Music and poetry are not completely absent, but even they serve discipline. Songs help soldiers march together. Rhythms teach unity. Everything, even art, exists to strengthen the warrior. As you grow older, competition becomes fierce. Every boy wants to prove himself. Only the toughest earn admiration. You participate in endurance contests. Sometimes they last for hours. Sometimes they involve public beatings. You are expected to stand without crying. The crowd watches. Your instructors watch. Your future depends on your self-control. Every scream feels like defeat. Every moment of silence feels like victory. You soon realize these trials are about much more than pain. They are designed to reveal who can remain steady when every instinct tells them to give up. Around age 12, life becomes even harsher. You receive only one cloak for the entire year. Summer, winter, rain. It doesn't matter. You wear the same clothing. Shoes disappear. You remain barefoot. Your feet become hard enough to walk across rough ground without hesitation. Your hair grows longer. Your muscles grow stronger. But inside, you are changing too. You stop thinking like a child. You begin thinking like a soldier. Your confidence grows, but so does your understanding of responsibility. Younger boys begin watching you the same way you once watched older trainees. Friendships still exist, but even friendship serves a purpose. You train together, fight together, protect one another. Every mistake by one boy affects the group. Loyalty becomes everything. You quickly discover an important truth. On the battlefield, you survive together, or you die together. Some of these friendships will last a lifetime. Others will end during training itself. Loss becomes another lesson, teaching you that grief must never distract you from your duty. Your instructors constantly test you. Sometimes they hide food. Sometimes they send you on dangerous missions through forests. Sometimes they leave you alone for days. No instructions. No guidance. Figure it out. Every challenge teaches independence. Every failure teaches humility. You begin trusting your instincts. The wilderness no longer feels frightening. It becomes another classroom where every sound, every footprint, and every decision could determine whether you succeed. Then comes one of the most controversial parts of Spartan tradition. As an older teenager, some young Spartans may have participated in the Krypteia. Ancient sources describe it as a secretive institution where selected youths operated in the countryside, though historians continue to debate exactly how it functioned. Whether it served primarily as military training, secret policing, or something else entirely remains uncertain. What is clear is that Spartan life demanded absolute loyalty to the state. You are expected to obey orders without hesitation. Questions are dangerous. Doubt is weakness. Whatever its true purpose, the very existence of the Krypteia reminds you that Sparta values discipline above comfort, certainty, or even compassion. By 16, you barely recognize yourself. Your body is lean, scarred, powerful. You move with confidence. Your reactions are fast. You can survive with little food, little sleep, almost no comfort. You notice visitors staring at Spartan boys. Other Greeks find your life shocking. Some admire it. Others pity it. You don't care. Spartans are taught not to seek approval from outsiders. Your identity has become inseparable from your city. Every victory belongs to Sparta. Every failure reflects upon it as well. As adulthood approaches, military drills become realistic. Wooden weapons are replaced by bronze. Shields feel heavier. Armor feels hotter. Formation becomes everything. You practice standing shoulder to shoulder. Every shield protects not only you, but the man beside you. If one soldier panics, the entire line can collapse. That is why Spartan discipline becomes legendary. Victory belongs to the group, never the individual. Hour after hour, your unit practices advancing as a single wall of shields and spears. You begin to understand that trust is the strongest weapon any army can possess. One afternoon, an older warrior tells you something you never forget. A sword makes a fighter, but discipline wins wars. Those words stay with you forever, because by now, you understand. Sparta isn't trying to create fearless people. Fear never disappears. It teaches people to control fear, to move forward anyway. Courage, you realize, is not the absence of fear. It is choosing your duty despite it. Years pass. At 18, you are no longer the frightened child who left home. You have marched across mountains, survived freezing nights, endured hunger, pain, exhaustion. You have lost friends during brutal training. You have seen injuries that would horrify most people. Yet every hardship has shaped you. Every sacrifice has brought you closer to becoming a Spartan citizen. You look at the younger boys arriving for their first day and recognize the same uncertainty that once filled your own eyes. The cycle begins again. Eventually, you stand among experienced warriors. The same city that once took you from your parents now welcomes you into its ranks. Your shield rests on your arm. Your spear stands taller than you. Your heart beats faster. Tomorrow could bring battle or peace. No one knows. But if war comes, you are ready. Not because you were born fearless, because you spent your entire childhood preparing for this exact moment. Every lesson, every bruise, every sleepless night has led here. Looking back, you wonder what your life might have been like somewhere else. Perhaps you would have become a farmer, a merchant, a philosopher. Maybe you would have traveled the world. Instead, you became something Sparta valued above everything else. A warrior. For centuries, people have admired Spartan courage. Others have criticized the harshness of their society. Both views contain truth. The Agoge produced disciplined soldiers whose reputation echoed across history. But it also demanded extraordinary sacrifices from children who had little choice in the path laid before them. Behind every legendary Spartan stood a boy who surrendered his childhood long before he ever carried a spear. History remembers the victories won by Spartan armies. It remembers famous battles and legendary last stands. What history often forgets are the thousands of ordinary boys whose names were never recorded. Boys who endured years of relentless hardship so that Sparta could maintain its fearsome reputation. Their stories were rarely carved into stone or celebrated in poems, yet they formed the foundation of everything the city became. And perhaps that is the greatest lesson Sparta leaves behind. Great strength often comes with an equally great cost. The question is, would you have survived it?